Good morning, hello. Happy Sunday. So if you live in Baltimore, today is the last Sunday at the park, in Druid Hill Park. 2 weeks ago we had bagpipers, and then the week before we had a gospel singer, and we're putting bets on who else will be sharing the park with us today. So great that it's a public space that gets good use. But after today, we will be going to So Botanical's Hamden location, which is just beautiful. Teresa's done an awesome job. And so we will be practicing in the fall in So Botanical. Contact me if you have questions. It's up on the website. If you're using the oil, to the forehead center, to the crown of the head, to the base of the spine. And even as you settle, just pausing, holding those spots. The natives are restless this morning. A good sign. A good sign. And so we're resetting this space of our thought, this space of our perception of what we see, and then what we know of what we see, because really there's an enormous gateway of choice between what we see and what we know we see. Because I could see my cats cantering about and think, no, we're trying to be professional and we need it to be quiet, and now we're having class and you can't run up the screens. Because I perceive the cats, I see the movement in the room. But what do I know of that movement? I know that they're healthy, and I know that they're happy. And I know that I love that when I see them playing together. And I know that it's up to me to free my thought from this is how I want them to be, to seeing how they are. And so what makes that possible is a quality of empathy for myself, of softening. Now on Friday, I was listening to such a wise lecture, and I learned that the tongue is not just muscular tissue, but the tongue is an organ. And the tongue has a relationship to the brain. And if you ever watch a child or yourself learning to write or thinking while they write, and they're moving their tongue all around, that you bite your tongue, you put your tongue between your lips as you go. We are using our tongue, forming our words. There's a relationship between what we're thinking and what we're saying. Which means that there's a relationship between what we're perceiving, how we're perceiving it, and how we're preparing to express it. So that if I'm angry with you, this lives at the root of my tongue. And it affects the words that come out at you. What I see of you, you've made me angry because I wanted to see something different, now begins to live in the root of my tongue. And so as we practice today, I offer us that when we pause, attention in the center of the brain, and then soften the root of your tongue, and experience there an absence of thought, an absence of judgment. And in this way we become rooted in our awareness, we become free of our responses, and we can see more fully what's truly here with us. It's a form of nonviolence, and it's a form of nonviolent communication, internally and externally. So attention into the midbrain, soften the root of your tongue, feel the whole body shift, and move from there. You ready? Take it with us. So start with the palms together. Sitting tall. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. Breathing in. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo. playlist begins at Lunar Rainbow. You come to lie down on your belly, arms stretched out long. So with your blanket ahead of you, if you like, fold the bottom edge just a little bit thicker. Arms out long, and place your forehead. Place your forehead right on the fold of that blanket. Mouth and chin are free, legs are long, long, deep breathing. Wag your tail, soften your legs, rise up. Take your blanket back under your knees and your shins, hands and knees. Fold to child, arms out long. And on your inhale, you return, and on your exhale, down dog, in your pace. Moving in and out of those positions to start to open the chest, the arms, the legs. Opening your expression. Just opening your face so that it can change. We meet in dog. Arms long, legs long. Knees to the floor. Right hand straight out, thumb up. Navel to the spine, tuck your chin. Left heel back. Bring elbow to knee, there's exhale. Reach long, there's inhale. Be deliberate with the heel behind you, as though pressing into a wall, fully extending from hip to heel. 3, 2, 1. And down to place a block beneath your right hand. Pivoting your right toes to the right, tuck your toe under. And then roll the left side open. And the left hand overhead. Left elbow to left knee and open. fold and unfold. And then keep your left foot to the floor. Pivot your right foot closer to the block. Right hip forward. Broaden your pelvis. Extend from your left hip to your left heel. And find the back bend here. Opening the chest all the way through the throat. And setting down. Block to the left. Left hand out, thumb up. Right heel back, navel to spine. Elbow to knee. Three, two, one. And the left hand to a block, left toes turn out, left toes tuck under. Right foot flat to the floor. And sweep over. Right elbow, right knee. Begin to move, hips forward and back. Bringing your limbs in and out. One more. Pivot your left foot closer to the block. Left hip forward. Broaden the belly, long in the arm. And setting down. Set your block aside. Walk your seat to the blanket, your heels wide and your knees in and out. Finding a little momentum, a little morning coming through the night. And then left leg down to the floor. Left hand to your right outer ankle or heel, pressing to turn to the right and bending to square to the front. Exhale as you turn, inhale as you face front. And lean yourself a little bit towards the soles of your feet. Reach your right hand back and draw your hands apart, your ribs apart. The turn of the navel as though standing on the wall in front of you. Stay, turn only your chin from side to side. And the right leg comes down. And you bend the left leg, left heel into the right thigh. Hands outside of the right shin and fold. Inhale is a little lift. Exhale is a little fold. Walk your left hand a little further ahead of your right. Left hip back and down. Unfold, leave your legs as they are. Left hand to left thigh, press away. Right hand overhead. So that you are in tree on your back. Flexing your right foot, left knee is left, left hand helps the left knee. And just notice where your breath goes, what starts to change. Good, roll your way up. The right hand holds the left outer heel to press, to turn, and to bend square front. So it's a simple little twist. And you're using your breath and you lean into your feet and you reach your left hand back. Drawing your hands apart, turning through the middle, and then only the head. Left heel to the floor, right heel comes in. Fingertips on either side, folding down. To inhale, lift and lengthen. To fold. And the right arm a little further than the left. Walk yourself back. Right hand to your right thigh, left hand overhead. And the breath all up into the left lung, left armpit, right knee wide. And bring your knees to your chest. Rolling yourself up. As you come to stand, gather your strap. Holding it wide enough so you can bring it up and over your shoulders. Notice from your navel to your hips and from your hips to your heels and your heels to your toes. Feel the base you made. And use that base to help lift the chest and help round and open the upper back. So it's as though you were moving your hands right from your feet. And that the movement goes all the way through you. So that you can start to rinse out yesterday's movements, which are still remembered so clearly by your muscles. Hands high, drop to the right, the left hand across the front, the right hand up and over. Make a great circle. More and more. Inviting the feet to press down, the heart to rise high. The direction reverses. Good. And you pause. And set down the strap and notice heels to head, what's changed. Step to the top of the mat, hands up high, palms together, thumbs down, the back of your neck, a little wriggle, tuck your chin. This is exhale, letting go, hands up high. This is inhale. And fold. Left foot will step back, left knee to the blanket, hands up high. Just 3 times forward and back without force or haste. So that on the 3rd time, hands together, thumbs down the back of the neck. Exhale. Letting go, reach up, look up, inhale. And fold down. And step your right foot back. And the left foot up and the right knee down. And the hands up high. Forward and back. Palms together, thumbs down the back, tuck your chin, elbows in, and look up. And fold. Stepping up. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, stand up, palms together, fall into your navel. Drop right to your feet, press from there to rise up. Knees bent, hands wide, dive in. Right foot, right knee, hands up. And down. Dog. Right foot, left knee, and up. Down the back, and up. And fold. Step up, sit down, reach wide. And in. And up. Folding. Left foot, left knee, fall up, fall in, step back, down dog. Left foot, right knee, and up, down the back, let it go. Down, step up. Sit down, hands wide, reach. Down the back, last return. To rise. To fold. Right foot, right knee. And down. Right foot, left knee. Hands high. And down. Stepping up. Standing tall. Down the back. Draw your right knee to your chest. Keep your gaze on one point. Left hand high. Left hand to your hip. Take your right foot behind you. Changing. Right down, left knee up. Gaze on that one point. Building proprioception, building a sense of where you are, top to bottom. Right hand up. Right hand to hip, catch the top of your left foot. Broaden the chest. Broaden across the pelvis. Foot to the floor, hands up high. The knees bend, the hands down the backs of the legs, stepping back, downward facing dog. Notice what you've made, where you're at, what's changed. Knees to the floor, looking forward. Elbows to the floor. So the chest is broad, the shoulders are open, hands, knees. In your dog, let your knees be bent, your heels high, your spine long. Hands, knees looking forward, knees on the blanket, elbows down. So inhaling back up and exhaling dog, knees bent in dog, hands and knees, elbows. Let it loosen so that it can quicken. And you may work right here, opening through the shoulders, elbows, throat. Or from your bent knee dog, press to plank. From plank, elbows down, but no knees. Good, down dog.
Long in the arms, press the thumbs down and away, hips high, knees soft. Walk your feet to your hands and your hands to your hips and stand tall.
A sensation of anchoring down through the body into the heels, toes are long. Emptying, right? Emptying. Palms turned forward, draw your shoulder blades towards your spine. Firm your arms, firm your legs, make fists. Reach your knuckles down towards the floor. Feel the tops of the shoulders broaden, ribs back. Everything stays, just turn your palms towards your body. And a whisper of ha. Close your mouth, close your eyes. Softly start to lift your chin. The heels spin in, the knuckles reach down. It's not an arch of the back, it's a lifting straight up until the forehead center is resting on the ceiling. Go where you can, play with the edge, you're in charge of you. Hug your heels in. Five, four, three, two, chin down, hands high, breathe in. Chin up, 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, reach, hug your heels in. Lift the pelvic floor, bring your attention up through the spine to the midbrain. Light there. Chin up, breath out, hands down, soften the root of your tongue. Keep all of it, fold, step back, down dog, long, deep breathing. Keep all of it.
Take it with you, just step it back. Base of your thumbs down. Upper outer arms wrap back. Allow from your chest to your throat to lengthen as you reach into your thumbs and up into your hips. Let your knees be soft. The posture is alive. It's not pinned to the floor. It's not pressed back. It's rooted and it's rising. Out of the elbows, out of the shoulders, up into the hips. Your right foot steps outside of your right hand. Your left knee comes down. Turn your right toes out and put a block beneath your left hand. So right turn out and your right knee drops wide. Right hand to the right thigh. Hips come forward, heart is high. Keep the state of mind you've made. Close your eyes. Feel the pelvis opening forward. Right hand high. Feel the navel open wide. Feel the chest lengthen. Bit of a back bend. Where will you go? Where will you go? What will you allow to happen rather than force? Long, deep breathing. Stay there or turn your right toes forward and catch your left foot, only if there's space available in the quiet. Right hand down. Block to the right. Change through your dog. Keep the quiet. It's accumulating. It's not lost in between. Left foot will step up. Right knee will come down. Turn your left toes out. Block on the right. Left hand to left thigh. Open wide. Close your eyes. Invite. The opening of your hips is a gateway to more light through the spine. The left hand high. The breath calling in more light. Working there, or turn your left toes forward, your left hand back to the right foot. Find the back bend. And 2 hands down. Fold your blanket. Set it aside. Walk your feet to your hands. Sit your seat down. Lie back, knees bent. And pause. So what if we could find a means of keeping this access through our body open? Hands on the thighs, press away all the space you've made through the pelvis, the hips, the navel, the chest, the throat. Keep that long. Long and long and long and long and long, and keep that. Even as you lift your head and shoulders, stay long. Reach into your fingers. Make your fingers long. Turn your thumbs away. Find a whisper of ha. Make your arms long away so that it makes the back of your neck long. Close your mouth. Go out your nose, a steady breath. If you want the full posture the whole way, legs are long. Reaching, stretch pose. Legs are long. Arms are long. Body is long. If you need to, one knee comes in.
If you're pregnant or on your cycle, half happy baby or happy baby just resting on your back, holding your outer feet. Long, steady breath. Let's go. Change your legs. So the left knee draws back, the right leg reaches long, the arms are long, the breath is steady, the eyes are closed. You are building power, potency, light, clarity, purity. Two legs out. Five, four, three, two. Knees to chest. Head and shoulders to the floor. Pause and notice. Rolling to kneeling, a block between your heels if you need it. Seated on a chair if kneeling isn't available. Hands to thighs, navel forward and back. Let it loosen, let it move. Top of your head stay steady. The zafu on its side. And if kneeling doesn't work, cross your legs. Move from there. Be changed. Let something shift. Our tension creates rigidity. So anywhere you can create a quality of movement that's more fluid, you're releasing that rigidity. You're letting the thought that established the rigidity. That's what we want to change. It's great that the body's changing, but we want to change the state of mind that caused the body to be tight. 5, 4, 3, 2. So that when you pause, neutral, notice awareness and attention at the midbrain, light, and now soften the root of your tongue. Soften the root of your tongue. Remove harm towards yourself or towards others. Let the body open in its own safety and light. If you know where you're going, go quietly, go fully. The thighs together, folding forward, forehead to the floor, or a block beneath the forehead if you can't reach. Fold. If folding is not available, bring your belly to the floor, your body out long, your arms out ahead, forehead to the edge of the blanket the way we began. Fall in. Keep your attention in the light of the midbrain. Your breathing is full and smooth. Each exhalation is a release of tension or rigidity or harm. Light in the midbrain, soften the root of your tongue.
Big, full breathing. More and more restful. That the last 3 breaths really have access to new territory as you keep falling in. To rise, unfold, stay quiet, belly to the floor. Check that what's beside you leaves you enough space to move side to side. That what's above you leaves enough space for you to reach your left hand out, to roll to the left, to roll your right knee open. As though waking and belly down. Baby cobra in the middle. Right arm out and long, left knee rolling open. And belly down and rolling open and down. As you roll side to side, become more and more supple. Close your eyes. Move from the perception of space around you and within you. One more, and then roll right onto your back. Starting with the knees bent, the feet flat, let your low back widen and settle. And then the feet walk out as you're ready. Move your feet side to side and your knees up and down. Wag your tail, turn your palms open. Let your breath be free and full. Soften any remaining tension in your body, the upper arms, hands, the belly, the thighs, the feet. Finding an effortlessness on your exhalation. Let the soles of your feet be very bright, as though you were standing in light. May they tingle, become warm, familiar. On your inhalation, bring that sensation of light up through the legs, the chest, the arms, the throat, the head to the midbrain. On the exhalation, drain it back out through the feet, empty and free.
Inhaling up and in. Exhaling out and down. Up to the midbrain, full of light. Pause. And then releasing out and down. Be deliberate with your thinking. One more time, with full attention, full awareness, full release. And when you finish, release the technique, release the breath, and reside in what you've made. The midbrain bright, the root of your tongue is soft. Beginning to deepen your breathing, your hands go overhead, all the way through the body, the full reach, the flex of the feet, the point of the toes. Walk your feet in and bring yourself to an upright seat. That might mean legs crossed, that might mean seated on a chair. Pause your playlist as you arrive and just keep everything you've made. Keep everything you've made. Sitting tall. Let the heart come up and the chin lightly in, and feel the spine lift and open. Feel your knees heavy, your inner thighs long, your face soft. Let your hearing explore the room. And let your hearing go outside of the room. What else can you hear? Feel your breath, how the movement of your body as you breathe encounters your clothes. Feeling the surface of your skin. And letting the breath become that nishta breath, that 1/8 of a breath, so small. Inhaling through the left side to the center of your forehead. And then from the center of the forehead down and out the right side. In through the right to the center of the forehead and out through the left. In the left is a beam of light. Out the right, a beam of light. Like a little upside down V traced with each breath. Notice if you've tensed your body in an effort to see that light and soften. In the left, out the right. In the right, out the left. Let the light, let its shape and its trail reveal itself to you. Start your count at 10, and each time you exhale, a full round concluding out the left side. So in left, out right, in right, out left, be 10. And then again would be 9. So each cycle, work your way back towards 1. At 1, release the technique and rest in what you've made. As you reach 1, allow your attention to rest at the forehead center where you have accumulated a body of light right on the surface of your forehead. Straight back from that point, draw a line. And from the crown of your head, draw a line down, and where they intersect, feel the midbrain bright with the same light. On the inhale, your attention goes from the center of the forehead to the midbrain. On the exhale, move from the midbrain to the forehead. And as you release the technique, notice if that light can continue by itself, separate from your breath. It finds its own pace, just for a moment. That there is life force and light and intelligence of its own inside of you, and this is a means for us to begin to see it, to relate to it, to feel it. And release all effort. Feeling the quiet of your mind. Feel yourself a little larger than what you are familiar with. Let yourself release limits and assumptions that hold your perceptions, and instead widen, run loose. And in that last moment, that as you widen your perception, you are more and more available to the truth that you are a part of all things, and all things are a part of you. And the certainty that grows a tree is a similar certainty that resides within your cells, their wisdom, your systems of thinking and function. Just let your perception get a little larger than your mourning or your feelings. Widen out. All that you touch, you change. Changes you. We are constantly impacting and changing our civilization, each other's, ourselves, intimates and strangers. We are working to transform a world that is, by its very nature, in a constant state of change. So stay open. Many times our limits are holding something. You are held safely. Making change, holding change, providing change, being change. And yet you remain yourself in its center. Sweep wide, gather it in. Palms together, sitting tall, thumbs to the forehead center, this window, this perception, our intuition. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Have a tremendous Sunday. Have a tremendous whatever day. You replay this, come back to it again. I will be back on Tuesday at noon. We're in the last 10 days where the magic is, where the change is. So stay soft, rooted in your awareness, rooted in your kindness, light at the midbrain, soften the root of your tongue. Feel the change that you are before you speak. And this will change it all. Thank you for your time, and I will see you soon. Sat Nam.